Do you have this habit of being very critical toward yourself? Do you have these thoughts and these beliefs or just these words and these stories that you seem to tell yourself fairly often about how, okay, things are going good right now, but it's not really going to last. Just wait, right? Just wait. Something's going to happen. Or maybe you are finally feeling like you're at peace and you can breathe when it comes to your finances. Finally, you don't feel like you're drowning. You're no longer living paycheck to paycheck, but yet you have the story running in the background that it's not going to last. It's not going to last. Something's going to happen. It's going to be a big hit. You're going to have to come out with a lot of money, or be careful with how much money you make because the government's going to come and get you. Like, do you have these thoughts that are just very intrusive and borderline abusive? Like, you have these thoughts and beliefs to where you're almost a big bully to yourself. If the answer is yes, and you're struggling with this right now, you're watching the right video today. I want to talk some truth here with you today on how you can no longer continue to give your power over to these thoughts that are really not serving you. All right. So we're going to dive into that today. Now, if you're brand new to me and my channel, my name is Nikki McMillan. I am a life and relationship coach for women. I've been doing this work for over 6 years, love helping women accomplish their goals, set boundaries, really learn how to prioritize themselves and their self-care, and really create this life that they want and that they deserve. So if that speaks to you, this will be a great channel. So thank you for joining me, and I highly recommend you subscribe. And if you've been following me for a while or watching my videos for a while, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're taking a lot away. So let's go ahead and dive into this topic here today about your thoughts, how they're not that nice, how they're kind of bullying you, right? Let's talk about why that is, why that's happening, and how to not give these thoughts and that are almost maybe beliefs so much power to where you don't subconsciously keep sabotaging yourself when things are going well. Okay. So here's the truth with our self-talk, with the stories we tell ourselves, just this inner dialogue and conversation that you have with yourself. It's just words. It's not even true. And you don't have to give these thoughts, okay, and these stories so much of your power anymore. Because a lot of these unhelpful thoughts and stories and words that you tell yourself really are just coming from past experiences that weren't so great, right? They're coming from past behaviors that you had to really do and use as a tool for survival, to fit in, to make sure your house was calm, right, in childhood. But now you're an adult and you are in control of your life for the most part. I mean, you're not in control of how things happen all the time, but you're no longer at the mercy of being under somebody else's guidance. You are now an adult and you can now parent yourself and take care of you. But you continuing to talk to yourself and think these thoughts that aren't helpful, you're going to have to work at not running from them, not trying to ignore them, and like not, but also not believing them intentionally a little bit every single day. So for example, when you have a thought that, okay, things are going well with work right now, you're doing great, you're on track for this promotion, that's really the case, what's happening for you, and things are good, right? And things are foreseen to get better. But then you have this part of you that is like, who do you think you are? You don't really deserve this promotion. Life isn't really going to continue feeling great for you how it is now. You're not worthy of really being at peace and being happy. Just wait. Shit's going to hit the fan. the other shoe's going to drop, right? So is that the voice going on in your head? And the answer is yes. I invite you to not run from it, but instead really get curious about where that voice is coming from and who that really is. Psychologically, who is that? Is that the 10-year-old you voice and experiences coming through, saying these things, trying to protect you from being seen or from having these good things? Because if you were seen, if good things are happening to you, maybe you were punished for that by somebody growing up or in another, past job. So really get curious on who is this voice? Is it the 10-year-old you? Is it the you who was in this relationship with this abusive partner a little while back? Is it you to where it's what your inner child, your little girl experienced how dad talked to mom or how mom talked to dad? Just really get curious on who this voice is, why it's happening, and see if you can have compassion for this part of you, for this voice, and really try to talk, like have her be heard and seen, and talk to her now as the, conscious you of how things are going well now. Like the part of you to where life is going good. You are happy. There are some exciting things happening. Come through that higher self. You now talk to that part of you that is trying to tear you down. Because really it's just fear and just these old concepts and memories of what has happened in the past. This voice, this part of you is just trying to keep you safe. But it's not really helping you. If anything, it's keeping you held back and playing small. And really what's happening is that this part of you, 8-year-old you, part of you that was in this abusive relationship, is just afraid and really just wants you to and needs you to be there for her, for this voice, and really just hear her out and have a positive, reassuring, compassionate, loving dialogue back with her, with this old part of you, this past part of you. So today, you now, to where you're in a good place, have a conversation with this 10-year-old you or this, 25 or 30-year-old you who was in this abusive relationship. Talk to her, talk to that voice and say, look, this is not where we are anymore. This is our life now. These things that had happened, they were terrible. And I'm sorry that you went through that happened. But this is what we're doing now. This is the path that we're on now. And we are worthy of this promotion. We are worthy of this healthy relationship, as another example. And we are worthy of being happy and enjoying our life and no longer living in fear. And I want to make sure to show that to you and prove that to you every single day. So it's you just really being compassionate with these parts of you that really just have a lot more like inner healing work to do. You just need to be present and open to these voices of fear, this fearful, scared part of you. Don't try and run from it, numb it out with substances or other vices. Instead, be there openly and have this conversation with yourself where you can journal this out, right? The scared part of you, and then the today part of you coming through and just having this dialogue and just really being emotionally available to yourself. Okay. Excuse me. So whenever you have these thoughts and these stories and this judgmental and critical dialogue and voice happening between your two ears right here, don't run from it. Don't try to numb out. Don't try to ignore it. Don't try to, suppress it, distract. No, be emotionally available to this part of you so you can actually start healing. and really feeling worthy and deserving of the good things happening to you in your life. And, if you want good things to happen, and if you want to create good things, a fulfilling job, a healthy relationship, you really want to get good with your self-care and feeling good about yourself every single day, fill in the blank, whatever it is for you, you got to really start being there for yourself, being available, emotionally available to these past parts of you that still come up and try and sabotage you. It's learning how to be this loving parent, mother figure to yourself that you never had, or loving father figure, even though you're a woman, you can do this. Learning how to be this loving father figure, really just this loving parent to yourself that you never had. You're learning how to reparent yourself. And loving parents are emotionally available to their kids. They're physically available to their children. They're compassionate. They are patient. They are curious. Okay, so it's you learning how to be that for you now today. This is a big part of your healing journey, and rediscovering your self-worth and your confidence journey, and creating this life that you want and that you're worthy of. All right. So to kind of sum this up, don't believe everything that you think. Don't believe all of these judgments and these criticisms. Okay, because the things you think, a lot of them aren't true. A lot of them aren't going to happen. And really, it's just a cry for help of, hey, see me, love me, be available to me so you can heal yourself and heal these parts of you, past trauma, past abuse, and just past failures, which I like to call failures just experiences that you need to have, that you can learn from, so you can continue doing your life and having better experiences. Failures is just life experience. Okay. Wins are just life experiences. So failure is just part of life, by the way. Okay. I really hope that this is speaking to you today in some way, shape, or form, that it's given you some hope and really just some guidance on how nothing's really wrong with you. Okay. The thoughts, the voices you hear, the dialogue, the critical, you being critical, the judgments, they're not really so much true as it is just these experiences, unfortunate ones that you've had with other people that you've witnessed and that you've really kept. So when these mean voices and thoughts and self-talk happen, you just really want to show up and be there for yourself so you can heal and move on with having this amazing relationship with yourself, with other people, and just with, doing the day-to-day life stuff and accomplishing the goals that you want to accomplish and creating the life that you want and that you deserve. Okay. And finally, if you are a woman who has been feeling stuck, lost, just really defeated for quite some time, and you're ready to start living, start winning, really create this life that feels aligned and authentic to you, that's what I help my clients with. If you're interested in learning more about how I can help you, please visit my website. It's nikkimcmillan.com. There's more information below in the description box. I have my signature program, which is a Confident Woman Unleashed. It's one-to-one coaching with me privately, anywhere from 3 months to 12 months. And sometimes, some of my clients want to work together even longer, and that's totally fine. Visit my website. You can learn more about the work that I do with my clients. And if it speaks to you, book in a free 30-minute clarity call. Let's have a conversation, see where you're at, see what's no longer working, what it is you want to work on. And then the next steps to start getting there, start creating this life that you really want. Okay. And this relationship that you really want and that you deserve. All right. I'll see you in another video, or maybe even be talking to you in a clarity call very soon. Until then, have a gorgeous day. Bye for now.